Hello and welcome to Old Lady Plays. I'm Kate, the old lady, and this is Basking in Glory 10 years later. So, I got some requests to have a look at Basking in Glory 10 years on and see how things had gotten. Um, and frankly, things went really well. I've been pleasantly surprised to discover how well they've gone. Let's have a look. First things first. I want you to notice, I didn't catch this when I finished playing, but I did want to notice, I'm a legend. I'm a legend of the club. Yes! So how is that? Legend of the club. And my successor, none other than Jurgen Klopp, is an icon. And how did he get that way? Well, let's start looking at it. First things first, I'd like to look at the transfer history. I'm going to go back, pop, doodly pop, to 27-28, which is the first year I was not there, and see that he sold off a bunch of players, including the two old guys, Muniain and Williams, which I understand completely. I was going to phase them out myself, but that's fine. And brought in some interesting players. So that's good, and spent some money. I liked seeing that. We had lots of money to spend, so next year, Alvaro Nunez went out, and Ruben Casado brought back Lolo. He'd been with us before and had gotten away, and then we got him back, so that's pretty good. And he's turned into a pretty good player. Xavier Marino has ended up being the vice captain, so obviously he's come good too. Not much spent the year after that, just a few little players. Odriozola retires or moves on to Dresden, and I'm sure retired. Santa Maria and Rodriguez out on loan. Nobody in this year, 2030-31, not a single player. Again, Rodriguez and Santa Maria out on loan. I wonder if they weren't using wingers. No, actually, I know they were using wingers because, I know they were using wingers. Kepa retires after going to OL for a year. And here we brought in Zubiaga, who is an outstanding goalkeeper. Just feast your eyes on those numbers. 19 concentration, 20 anticipation, 19 positioning. Even his passing, 13 to 16 passing with 18 to 20 vision, 10 to 12 technique. I mean, my goodness, this guy's amazing. World-class goalkeeper is absolutely a good way to put it. Nobody big surprising going out, just the one player coming in. Then Vicente comes in from Valencia as the only player, sold Santa Maria and a different Santa Maria, and Garmendia, who obviously was actually one of the players that I brought in and had finally developed enough. Victor also was one that I had brought in and had finally developed to the point he could be sold for a bit of a return. Brought in Iñaki Perez and Emilio Marrero. John Galdiano going out for nothing was a little disappointing, and he's quite a decent player, and I was disappointed to see that he went for free. Unai Vencedor went to Leganés, but soon retired. Garrido, none of these others that we know anything about. Nothing purchased in 34-35. Oyhan Sanchez goes out. So most of the old team is gone now. Not all of it, but most of it. Nobody big there. Manolo goes to Milan on a free. He is now 33, so he would have been 32 when that happened. Eduardo, this is the transfer of the century. Check this out. Eduardo Imaz goes to Barcelona for 214 million euros. 214 million euros. He's now rated at 103 million, and check out the stats, the attributes. My goodness, he looks good. He is just tasty. So, very nice. I had no idea who this guy was. He was generated well after I left the club, so I had nothing to do with it. But 214 million euros. That's amazing. And splashing almost none of that cash and bringing in even some more. So we've turned into a club that just churns out money. It just prints money. It's amazing. Let's have a look at how we did in the league. Competitions, senior squad, Spanish First Division, stages. Oh, too far. There we go. All right, so the first year that Klopp was in charge, he took us to the second spot in the league. Not bad. 85 points. Third season, or the second season, not so good. He finished 5th with 78 points. Third season, 4th with 75 points. Again, 4th with 83 points now. And then won with 90 points in 2035, 36, I think, 31, 32, excuse me. Won the first division again, so that's one. I got 2, so can you get 2? He got 3rd in the season after that with 74 points, and then won it again, 92 points this time. And I think that's probably a record. Let's quickly just dive back into mine. There. No, I got 93. Look at that. And 93. So I got 93 twice. There we go, 92. And second the year after by 9 points to Valencia. Then dropped to 4th, unfortunately, 20 points off of Barcelona. Stuck in 4th again, 14 points off of Valencia. And that's how we finished it. Now, Spanish First Division profile. There we go. Let's go back one more. Competitions. We want the Spanish Cup. All right. History. Past winners. Shall we just do it this way? That's probably the quickest and easiest way. So this is where I left. Klopp comes in, wins it. Doesn't make it. Runner up, wins it. Doesn't make it. Runner up, wins it. 5 cup wins, along with his 2 league wins. So he outdid me. Now, granted, he had 10 years. I only had 8. But still, that's a pretty respectable record, I would have to say. Now, let's have a quick look at European performance. And in Europe, let's have a look. How's the easiest way to look at how we did in Europe? I know how to do it. This would have been actually smart the other way. Go back to Bilbao Senior Squad, Schedule, Senior Squad, Filter, no competitions. I want Champions League, and I want Europa League. There you go. All right, so let's go back to the magic year 27-28 when I left. Made it to the first knockout round and got thrashed by Bayern 5-0. Ouch. Made it through the first knockout round against Bayern this time. 5-2, I think. No, 4-3. Yes, 4-3. Still, that's pretty good. And then lost to Madrid. And then into the Europa League the year after that. cleaned up in the first part. Second knockout round, destroyed SLB, but then lost closely to Chelsea in the quarterfinal. Lost in the first knockout round to Arsenal, who I believe actually won the Champions League this year. But yeah, out 6-2, not good. Next year, Champions League, first knockout round, out to Napoli. Unfortunate. Look at John Galdiano getting lots of goals here. That's nice to see. But also, of course, Jose Ramon Munoz. Come on, I had to do it at least once. First knockout round, beat Arsenal. Second, or in the quarterfinal, lost to Inter 4-0. Onward, beat Borussia Dortmund, and then lost to Arsenal. Getting a bit of a theme here. First knockout round, beat Man United, then lost to Valencia. Bit of a theme. Champions League. This is 2036. Made it to the first knockout round and then lost to Man City. Now, here's a run for you. Paris SG in the first knockout round, beat them. Man United beat them on away goals. FC Bayern beat them 5-0. Liverpool 2-0 loss. That had to kill Klopp. Losing 2-0 to his old team in, I guess, this is this year. So, yes, this was this year. This was just like a month ago. So yeah, got to the Champions League final, couldn't win it. So yeah, that's a pretty good list of how they did in the Champions League and the Europa League. And Club World Championship. We got, let's see, Group B. Oh, we're in it right now. Like, there's a game tomorrow. Haven't been in it for a while. This is the one that I earned. So, got through the quarterfinal, got to the semifinal, ended up in the third place playoff and lost it. So fourth place in the World Club Championship. It's not too bad. You know, could be worse, could be better. But yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good response to sort of continental things. I'd like now to look at a few of the players. What's this? Oh, I don't think I've ever looked at this screen before. Huh. Munoz made 61 appearances this year, 29 goals. And La Fuente, his strike partner, had 28 goals and 59 appearances. Can you imagine just tearing up Europe? Luis Rey throws in 18 more. Martinez with another 14. Lolo with another 14. That's amazing. Just, that's a lot of goals. That's 102 goals right there in those 5 guys. That's a lot of goals. So I want to look at, yes, I want to look at Munoz, but I want to look also at, that's probably where I will find what I want. No, interesting. Yes, I will. I will find the players that I want. I want to look at Unai Vencedor. Just one of the players that I brought through that I had a particular connection with. I thought he did really well for us. 376 appearances, 18 goals. He did well. He did very well for us. He went on to play 2 seasons for Leganés, or 3 seasons maybe. 2033. That might even be 4. No, it's 3. 3 seasons with Leganés, and yeah, he had a pretty good career. I'm pleased with how he did. Um, Oyhan Sanchez had 426 appearances for the club with 48 goals, which is not too bad for a center midfielder. Um, Breaking into the first team in 2020, that was the year when I brought him in. Um, and that was pretty much it. He didn't really win any awards or anything, but he was an effective and useful player, and I brought him through from when he was, 19 or something. Um, so yeah, nice to see he did really well. Kepa played 202 times for us, conceding only 150, which is just incredible. Um, he got all kinds of winners' medals. He did win World Goalkeeper of the Year under me. That was like 2025, I believe. Yeah, 2025, he won the World Goalkeeper of the Year. So he obviously did the business for us. I think he was a great purchase. 50 million, totally worth it. Took us to the Champions League final. Unfortunately, we couldn't win it, but he did take us there. Adrian Lafuente is another player I wanted to look at. He's just 29 now. He again is one that I brought through from youth intake. So I'm really pleased with how he's done. He's become an elite striker. Um, he's just an outstanding player. Look at those numbers. I mean, this is adjusted down because I've been playing Forge FC and I adjusted my numbers down. But even so, look at all the yellow. Yellow is 16 or better. Red is 13 to 15. Yeah. So pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. His history. Check it out. Just banging in the goals year after year after year. A one club man so far. He had a couple of seasons with 8. And I happen to know that if we look at milestones and awards, he's been things like the Golden Boot runner-up, um, shortlisted for World Footballer of the Year, Footballer of the Year third place, Best Player in Europe runner-up, um, shortlisted for 2034 World Footballer of the Year, 2033 World Footballer of the Year. He was World Player of the Year, won the World Golden Ball, Footballer of the Year third place. That was a hell of a year, 2032. He really came through for us. Best Player in Europe as well that year. World Player of the Year and Golden Ball runner-up the year before. Best Player in Europe runner-up. So yeah, he's been recognized a bit as we roll down with the incredible list of awards that he made. So yeah, that's kind of interesting, I think. Um, he's developed into an amazing player. He's not quite as amazing in his attributes as somebody like Munoz, but he is effective nonetheless, and very effective. He gets a lot of assists from striker. Um, so yeah, valued at 92 million, not too bad for a youth product. But you know who we have to look at last? It's gotta be. It can only be Jose Ramon Munoz. Again, look at how good he is. Oh my goodness. Legendary striker. No big list of traits, just a few. Feels La Puente is a vital part of the team. Look at the partnership those two have. And yeah, he's just been amazing. Loves me, loves Klopp. Good for him. He is an icon of the team, of course, by now. Um, his scoring record is just amazing consistency. He had an injury struck year, this one, but otherwise, very, very consistent. Just pounding in the goals. 278 goals in 539 appearances, 123 assists, and 122, and his career average rating 7.55. Okay, his whole career 7.55. Like, amazing. Milestones, awards. There are just so many of them. Oh my goodness. Let's look at his biography. That'll be a quicker way to do it. 21 competition wins throughout his career. 4 First Division, 1 Second Division, 2 European International League, the World Cup with Spain in 2034, the Spanish Cup in 23, 25, 28, 29, 30, 34, and 37. That's 7 times. And the Spanish Super Cup 5 times. So, not too bad. He's also been First Division top goal scorer, top Spanish goal scorer many times, World Cup best young player, European Golden Boy, best player in Europe, European Championship best player, European Championship Golden Boot, World Footballer of the Year 3 times, twice on the Ballon d'Or, runner-up, World Player of the Year runner-up on 2 occasions, and Euro Cup Player of the Season runner-up. Not too damn bad, again, for a guy that I bought as a 16-year-old for $38 million. He was a stud and has been a one-club player ever since. You know, he had that little bit of Vigo before, but it was basically only 1.5 seasons. And he didn't do very much. 6 games, 6 appearances, 5 of them as subs, 1 goal. So I don't know why it doesn't show up there, but he did show as, oh, that's in non-competitive. I want to look at this. Non-competitive, that's league. That's non-competitive, there you go. 6 substitute appearances, no goals. 6.6, nothing at all. Just nothing at all in his first season. But then we bought him and turned him into an amazing player. I did want to show you one record. I think it's over here, yes. Fastest goal. 9 seconds by Chechu versus Real Hispalis Betis on the 7th of October 2034. That's amazing. 9 seconds. I tried to find the goal. I looked for it, but I couldn't find it. Players? No. Fastest goal. There you go. Apparently 9 seconds has been done a bunch of times. But it's just amazing to me. How the hell do you score in 9 seconds? I wonder if this goal's available. Probably not. Oh well. Anyway, so 9 seconds. 9 seconds. I think that's kind of amazing. A quick overview of the World Cups for those who are interested. This will be pretty much the last thing we're looking at. So if you don't care about the World Cup, then you can probably skip ahead at this point. Stages, current season, previous season. No, 30 is the one we want. And I want at least the second round, and I want a tree. Perfect. All right, so there we go with the second round. England knocked out in the second round by Belgium. Ouch. Belgium beaten by France. France beats Serbia, beats Holland, gets to the final and beats Spain. Spain beat Canada 8-1. Oh my heart. 1-0 over the Czech Republic, 4-0 over Senegal, 1-0 over Brazil, and then gave up all kinds of goals. Having given up only one coming into the final, they gave up four in the final. That's gotta hurt. That has to hurt. So yeah. Anyway, there you go. Best players. Let's see if we can find out here. Best goalkeeper, Alban Lafont, and then somebody we never heard of for Holland after that. Best player overall, Dani Olmo from Spain in this one. Andre Anderson of Italy in the next one. Best young player, 26, Jose Ramon Munoz. The Dream Team of 2030. There you go. It's all France and Spain. All France and Spain. Munoz, of course, makes it. He's the only one from Bilbao, though. So, okay. Goal of the tournament. I don't think we can see these. Oh, yes, apparently we can. We can see the goal of the tournament. Roberto Carlos. Marcos Antonio. Oh, that was pretty good. Yeah, that was pretty good. Fair enough. Oh, wow, this sounds amazing. Ryan Prince. Okay, I'm wasting time, but. Oh, and I got a crash dump. I got a crash dump. That sucks. All right, I guess we're done looking at the World Cups. I don't feel like restarting it right now, so that'll have to do. Um, the Euro Championships, England won one of them, Spain won another, and I think France won the third. That's all. That's the only other thing I was going to show you was the Euros. So I hope you've enjoyed the episode, and you know what to do if you did. I hope you have a great day and take care.